Hi, Zesties. Okay, I'm eating my final day of the acorn squash, which I'm happy about because I didn't really like the acorn squash. And yes, I'm drinking my banana soda, and it is fully cool today, which makes me happy. Now, I just really don't like this acorn squash. Like, I want to know if there's like a specific way that one is supposed to eat it. Like, maybe I'm supposed to scoop it out like this. Yeah, that's looking like a better idea. Come on. My dressing saves it as always. I said that I didn't want to do the thing I've been doing since I moved to Mississippi, which is making cornbread, then later making it into a dressing, and then later stuffing stuff with the dressing. But I have yet to do stuffed bell peppers. This is actually better the second day, or maybe it's better. I think it's better now that I figured out that you're supposed to like scoop it like that. Because it was really annoying for me eating it the way I was the other day. I think I've decided to, like, when I did stuffed mirliton the first time, I put cheese on top. And Louisiana people are very, like, particular about food. Like, they like to argue about food if you cook, you know, Louisiana style food. And someone was like, don't put cheese on it. That's not traditional. I don't really like traditional anyway. And like it just seems obvious to me to put cheese on top. However, it never really, it always kind of like messes with the texture, and it never really like works in the way that I want it to. So I might just put breadcrumbs on top and leave it at that. Which is like the typical way to do it. Mmm. This is a lot better today now that I'm scooping it out. Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong, it's still no stuffed mirliton. But, you know, it's good and it's way better today. Now that I'm scooping. But yeah, that's a shame. The cheese just never. But I've done stuffed mirliton with cheese before. But I think it's different because when I was doing it, when I was making it in Tampa, but I was really making stuffed chayote or chayote relleno, but like I was making it Puerto Rican style, you know? The inside was not dressing. So I could cook it at a lower temperature. And then the cheese would not like burn. But now I'm doing it Southern style or Cajun style or whatever it is. You guys, my dressing. And those cracklings really make a huge difference. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. It's so much better today. You guys, now that I'm scooping out. But anyway, hey, you know what? I learn each day, and I'm new to the South, so a lot of the stuff, this isn't even Southern. Acorn squash isn't Southern. And I know that because I could not find any video called Cajun acorn squash. But you can definitely find that with stuffed mirliton. You can say Cajun mirliton, Cajun stuffed mirliton, New Orleans mirliton, whatever. But like, I'm just learning my preferences and everything. Mm. So good. Ooh. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, that's way better scooping it out like this, but I hate to say it, but I feel like it's better because I'm not, when I'm scooping like that, I'm not getting so much of the spaghetti squash. And I don't really like it. Like, I don't like the stringy texture. I don't like that it's sweet like a pumpkin. Well, actually, I still got most of the squash, I think. Or maybe it was better today because it had all night to sit and marinate all the flavors together and everything, you know? Ooh. Even though I'm kind of sad and depressed because, like, I really miss Florida. I do think that moving to the South has been really good for my cooking, and here I do like everything from scratch, you know? Actually, I was cooking mostly from scratch where in my location where I let like in St. Pete. When I lived in Tampa, I lived right across the street from Walmart, and I was cooking a lot less from scratch when I lived across the street from Walmart. But here, really, everything's from scratch. But to be honest, I don't really have a. Well, actually, I feel like the stuff that I could do from scratch is different here. Like, okay, so like I'll give you an example. Ramen noodles. Why am I gonna make my own noodles? When Buldak makes it perfectly. Why am I gonna make my own sauce when Buldak does it better than I could? You know what I mean? But like here, the stuff that you, if you're not doing it from scratch, you use like Jiffy corn, like, okay, cornbread. Jiffy cornbread. My cornbread's better. So why would I do Jiffy? Even the dressing, you can get like a pre-made dressing. See, the cheese just doesn't work. I'm done putting cheese on top of my stuffed vegetables. I'm done. I am so freaking obsessed with that banana soda. I can't even put in words how much I love that banana soda. But anyway, You know, they even sell like pre-made dressing or stuffing mixes or whatever. Mine is better. There are a couple things though that I was curious. Pound cake mix. Now, for some reason, I was messing up my pound cake and cornbread when I came here first. And in Florida, I was doing it phenomenally. And I don't really know what the difference is, but in any case, I think I was just skimping on the flour and cornmeal a little bit because I like to use specific flours and cornmeals, and I was like running out of them. In any case. I saw some White Lily pound cake mix. That made me curious if it would be better than me doing it from scratch. But I really want to learn how to bake. So I decided not to buy it. And I have not cooked anything with the roux yet. But I have been thinking of doing a jar roux just because I'm lazy or don't want to take the time or whatever. But typically while I'm down here, I cook everything from scratch. There's something nice and satisfying too about seeing like an incredible meal with the sides and everything. And knowing that you cooked it from scratch. I'm sorry, I stopped showing you guys. What's the most satisfying too is when I do new stuff. Like my smothered fish and grits. I couldn't find anyone else that had done that. Want to know something else I do that gives me an ego boost? Like when I'm making food. Dang it, left a seed in there. Oops. When I'm making food that I've already made before, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what do I do? I look at my own videos I'll be looking at my own recipe videos, you know what I mean, for reference. And I'm like, oh, that's how you know you're good. I'm like, I don't care about what the other people are doing. I want to look at my recipe video. You know what I mean? See, and I wonder, like, okay, like, let me scoop everything up off the sides. See, I don't like that stringy texture. It's just awkward to work with, and... Ooh, okay, but now it's all mixed up. I really wish I could find a place here in Mississippi, though, that consistently had the mirliton or chayote, whatever you want to call it. I think that in general it's more popular in Louisiana than here. Because Louisiana's like legit Cajun country. I guess Mississippi's kind of like, I don't know, half and half or something like that. I don't know. But like, hey, you know what? I tried acorn squash. I thought it was mid, to use Gen Z slang. And you know what? Next time, if I cannot find mirliton, just to prove that I ate it all. Next time, if I cannot find mirliton, that banana soda, I will do stuffed bell peppers. Bye, zesties.